Morning, everyone. Back to a wonderful foggy morning here. Let me flip the camera on. I'll actually kind of show you this way, but the trees are beautiful. They're all frosted. I don't know how well this shows up on the camera. Now, if the sun would come out a little bit, it'd be even prettier. But yeah, we got kind of foggy. It's kind of hard to see. You can kind of see it there, but just foggy, hazy. Beautiful. Getting the generator fueled up. Our batteries are low. We didn't get enough sun yesterday, so we're going to get that going and got that filled up. So I'm going to get that started and see what we get done today. Now that the sun came out, I thought I'd show this. The frost in the trees. You can really see it now that the sun has come out. To me, that's just absolutely beautiful. Hey guys, welcome back. Didn't get a video out last week. Apologize for that. Both Jody and I were kind of under the weather and not feeling the best, so we didn't get a lot done. And really nothing of much content to record. And plus stuff with work, we were kind of busy, but we didn't get again this week. We didn't get a lot done. Busy week at work, and was gone out for a day because I was out with the fire department for a day, so I didn't get work done, so I was kind of behind there for work. And then we had visitors this last weekend, so our daughter and grandson and her boyfriend were up for the weekend, so we had that company. So we decided to just take the weekend off and just focus on family. So we won't have much in this video, just some basic content, but I did want to talk about some stuff that you look at where we live, and the beauty of it. It's absolutely beautiful, and the peace and tranquility of it. You know, just the having the privacy and just the ability to kind of do what we want to do without Big Brother overlooking our shoulder every time we look around, type of thing. But it comes with a trade-off. When you live off grid like we do, we started this journey a little over 3 years ago, and had no electricity. I mean, we had no power in the house whatsoever. We basically had a generator running our power, and we only ran that basically at night. We didn't even have batteries. So we would basically, when it get dark at night, we turn the generator on, charge up our phones, charge up our well, we did have some solar batteries that we were using, just little battery packs to kind of keep our phones charged during the day. And so we really didn't rely on electricity. So in the first winter, we didn't even have a refrigerator. We used coolers for our refrigeration stuff and our freezer stuff. And the freezer stuff got left out all night long in the winter. And the refrigeration stuff got brought in every night just so it wouldn't freeze overnight. And that's how we managed basically the first 3-4 months of living here, is with that. No water, no running water, nothing like that. We'd actually go into town, fill up 7-gallon jugs of water, and trek that back and forth, where we'd actually haul. We had I think we had a total of 4 7-gallon water jugs that we would haul, and that was our water. That was it. So we didn't really have it, and that went into a sink, into a bucket, and we didn't have any water draining outside, nothing. And that's how we spent the first part of our first winter up here. But it comes, as you get more, you're producing your own electricity, you're self-reliant in a way, but you're also, we're in a position right now where in the wintertime we don't have enough panels, so we're burning fuel. So we're not self-sufficient. Could we use less power than we do? Probably. But it just comes with the hardships of this. And it's just one of the things I want to share, because everybody looks at this type of living and say, God, that would be just awesome. But a lot of people don't realize some of not only the physical hardships of living this type of life, but the emotional hardships. And what I mean by that is you do have, I mean, with Jody and I together, we have each other, but there is some isolation to that. You are isolated from the world in many respects. Of it's a to get into the closest town, it's a 12-mile drive. Which in reality isn't far, but it's limited to what we can get there. We can get fuel, get some of the basic necessities, but we got to go even farther. You got to go a 20, probably about a 25, 30-minute drive before you for a grocery store. And if we want to go get materials for the house to build, it's an hour and 45-minute drive, almost 2-hour drive, for us to get to the closest home improvement store to get materials, lumber, sheetrock, whatever, or have it delivered. But then you're paying delivery fees, stuff like that, to get stuff delivered. So for small projects, it's really difficult because you don't want to pay a lot of money for extra, for the extra cost of shipping it to you. But, with that, you get that because you are so isolated, it does take a toll on you when you are, we are social creatures. And so you find yourself, kind of missing that comfort of, hey, I can get in the car, drive 15 minutes and go visit family. Where it's I want to go visit family. It's okay in the wintertime and with our dogs, somebody usually has to stay home or somebody has to be home. We don't, our dogs don't travel very well. So, and bringing them to strange locations isn't always work. So we find that we end up traveling separate from each other when we go into the cities or we go down, to visit family. It's usually one of us stays home with the animals, takes care of the house, keeps the wood stove going, while the other one heads south. So, but you do have that emotional, strain and stress of having to, that distance of not being close, not only to, your everyday things, but to your family. So, just something I just wanted to discuss a little bit, because I don't think a lot of people think about that. They just think about that aspect of, hey, I love living in the middle of nowhere, which, don't get me wrong, I absolutely love where we live. But it does get hard when you want to say, okay, hey, can you watch the grandson, or can you come visit for this party, or come somewhere and have a birthday party? Can you come visit for this? And it becomes more of a big planned event versus, yeah, let's just hop in the car, go for the day and come back. Kind of like we do for work. You hop in the car, go to work, come back, and you're back home in the evening. Can't do that. I mean, you can. You want to drive, 7 hours for, a couple hour visit. It just doesn't make sense. So, but I just want to kind of share some of those thoughts. We're pretty lucky to have what we have here. But the winters can be long unless you love being out in the snow. I love being in the wintertime. So it gets to be, the winters can be tough. This year has actually been a very mild winter. So we've had very little snow in comparison to what we normally have. We've probably had more rain over the winter than we've had snow. And we're looking at most likely an early spring, which is good for our projects and all that, but it just doesn't, so it's still kind of that dreary weather, and you want warmer weather to start working on stuff. And Milo's paying me a visit here, so got a cat on my lap. So, but that's going to be it for this week, guys. Apologize we didn't get anything else done. Should hopefully this weekend. I do have to work because it's a holiday weekend, so I'm going to be working an extra day this weekend. So I'll really only have one day this coming weekend to kind of film and do some stuff. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. I think I'm just going to depend on what the weather's like. Our firewood's getting low, so that might be something I end up working on as I got to start harvesting some more firewood. And it wouldn't be a bad thing if I did that either, because, to get a jump start on it, because I want to get the firewood put up early this year rather than like we did this last year where we put it up so late and some of it didn't get to dry and cure. So we were burning some damp firewood that really wasn't dried out, and it just doesn't burn efficiently or as warm. And you have to burn it a lot hotter, and you basically use more wood trying to keep the heat up by burning damp wood than you would if it was dry. So, but I appreciate you guys hanging out with me, and we will see you next week. Take care.